Okay, I think we should be live and good to go, but just double checking we have life on YouTube and Twitch. Showing signs of life on Twitch. And I think we are now showing signs of life on YouTube, which means we are all good to go, and we can go ahead and start by saying hello, and welcome to another set of battles in Season 25 of Go Battle League, where this time around we'll be taking on the Great League version of the Holiday Cup. Almost accidentally said Halloween Cup, but different holiday. But anyway, so we do have a team all set and ready to go. Didn't really get a chance to test it out, but it's okay. We can always. What better time to test than immediately on stream? So we'll see how well things actually play out. But before we actually get into the battles, to kind of recap where we're currently at in the season, we're currently sitting at rank 13 with a total of 53 wins under our belt out of a grand total of 80 battles. Current longest win streak is 10, and our Stardust gains are a little over 55,000 Stardust. And looks like right now the 4-time Stardust gains are active once again, so hopefully at the end of this we'll be able to get ourselves some good Stardust gains at the very least. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and jump right into the basic rewards. Jump into, I like how that tree was lit with Christmas lights. Anyway, jump into the Holiday Cup and to introduce the team that we will be using tonight. We're starting things out with Annihilate up at the front, who's rocking Counter, Rage Fist, and Ice Punch. Hanging on the middle, we have Celio, who's rocking Powder Snow, Body Slam, and Surf. Then closing everything out, we have Furret, who's rocking Sucker Punch, Swift, and Brick Break. Alright, so this is the squad. Let's go ahead and jump into the battles and see how we do. Match number 1 of the night. We shall see. Are we cooking or are we cooked? And match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Roberto Pizarre, 812. Alright, Roberto, what do you got? First round is going to be up against a Talon Flame. Okay. Okay, I'm going to waste no time here and go straight for the shield. It could be, what do you call it? Flame charge. Okay, it is. Probably wasted a little too long on the counters there, which, you know what, that's might be. Okay, going for the Rage Fist, able to clear out shield number 1. Do I want to use the second shield? I'll go ahead and not use the second shield here. Go ahead and let that flame charge go. Say goodbye to our Annihilate there. RIP, but you've done well. Okay, going all in on a Body Slam. See if it's enough to knock out the Talon Flame. Oh, it's not. That's not a good sign. We'll go ahead and check up a shield here. Try and keep our Celio alive as long as we can. Talon coming in with the fly. And with that, we are able to Powder Snow the rest of the Talon Flame before they become any more extra trouble. But with that, next monster we're dealing with is going to be an Electrode. Okay. And we'll swap right on out for my Furret. Hopefully I don't get one shot out into oblivion by this Electrode. We'll see how it plays out. Gonna be Thunderbolt. Oof, definitely hurts quite a bit, not gonna lie. But that last one to deal with is going to be Gligar, so that's actually really good for my Celio later. Just a matter if we can get enough health in to be able to deal with this Gligar properly. But anyway, we're going to be saying goodbye to our Furret here. RIP, buddy, you have done well. And with that, coming back in with the Celio. Can we farm down with Powder Snow? I don't think we have enough in us to do so. Yeah, nope. It was a bit of a long shot on that one. And yeah, admittedly, probably not my best showing to start things out. But you know, it is what it is. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so a little bit of a rough start, but you know, we've been down this road before. We're currently 0-1, but we have plenty of battles to go for the set, and we'll see if we can bounce back here as we jump into match number 2 of this set, which is going to be up against Grafishem. Oh my god, Grafishem. Grafishem starting things out with a Marowak. Okay. I'm gonna swap on out to my Furry immediately. Okay, in which case they're gonna swap out for a Skarmory. Okay. Okay, that coming in with the Brick. Not really able to do really much of any damage there, but it's okay. We are able to still do neutral damage with our Sucker Punch, and of course we are lowering the defense of the Skarmory with our Brick Breaks. Go ahead and fire off another one their way. Able to clear out shield number 1. I'll take it. And with that, I'll go ahead and opt to use a shield here. Let's try to keep my Furret alive as long as I possibly can. Gonna be a Sky Attack. Knock it out before I get to charge movies. We can. We are very low on health though, so I gotta be a little bit worried about that. Okay, at the very least, we should be able to do one real quick shot at the Stunfisk to either do some chip damage, but more importantly, to lower its defense by a little bit. Okay, so with that, go ahead and swap back in for our Annihilate. Go ahead and let this go. We'll see how well we handle. Gonna be Muddy Water. Yeah, we handle. That they're swapping back in for their Marowak. And the Rage Fist, able to clear out their last shield. Into which I'm gonna swap in for my Celio. We'll go ahead and let this go. I think even if it is Shadow Bone, we should be able to handle it pretty well. Shadow Ball, actually still able to handle it pretty well. Albeit about half health, but otherwise we're okay. Like that, coming in with the Surf, able to clear out the rest of the Marowak. And that just gotta deal with the rest of the Stunfisk. Hopefully they're not double charged on moves. Coming in with Muddy Water. Able to handle. Do get debuffed. I don't remember which one Muddy Water debuffs. I think it's attack. I could be wrong. But with that, we're able to surf through the rest of the Stunfisk and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Hi, I'm PokeNerd Joe. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How dare you track my one? I'm kidding. I appreciate the stat update. Thank you. But yeah, welcome as well. But yeah. And thank you for updating. We are now 1 win and 1 loss in this set. But yeah, we're all tied up. So let's see if we can go for win number 2 here as we look for match number 3. We shall see. We shall see who we're up against. As to whether or not we were able to keep good momentum with this team. I'm hoping. Anyway, match number 3 of this set is going to be up against Black Ninja Bot. Alright, Black Ninja Bot, what do you got? First round is going to be up against a Skeleators. Okay. Going up on there, so I'll right on in for my Furret. Coming in with a Brick Break. It's not going to do all too much, but lowers their defense, if only by a little bit, so we'll still take that. Ooh, with that, swapping right on in for a Wigglytuff. That is, truth be told, quite a tough break there. But we'll go ahead and now fire off a Brick Break their way. Do some decent neutral damage, but more importantly, lower their defense, if only by a little bit. I'll chuck it. Because we already have Swift at the ready. I want to be able to fire that off. Going for the Swift. Look at them well into the red. We'll take it. Ooh, unfortunately, that does say goodbye to our For it there. Oh my goodness. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And with that is going to be the arrival of the Skeletors. And go ahead and shield here in case they're going off. They're going all in on Shadow Ball. Ooh, with that, swapping out for the Licky. Excellent catch on the Rage Fist. I respect it. We do have a chance to get a few counters in before I think they get to their, their own Shadow Ball, which is going to hurt quite a bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping we can tank. Not quite. Annihilate known for a lot of things. Tankiness is unfortunately not one of them. Okay, what else does Licky know? Is it purely Shadow Ball? Does it know a rock type charge move? Oh, it's Body Slam, okay. Coming in with the Body Slam spams. Go ahead and come in with our own Body Slam. Get them down to the red. And we'll be needing to tank out one more. I'm assuming this is going to be Body Slam. It could be Shadow Ball. No, it's going to be Body Slam. Gets me deep into the yellow. They already have a charge move. Ooh. Yeah, so unfortunately this is going to be loss number 2 of this set here. RIPs there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so we're once again in the back foot, or we're once again in the negative. We're currently 1 win and 2 losses. But let's see if we can tie it all up once again as we go into match number 4 of the set against Lovely Lady Marley? Lovely Lady, I'm guessing Lovely Lady Marley. But with that, the first matchup is going to be up against a Zapdos. I'm starting to think this meta is toxic to Annihilate at the front, because I have had to switch out in pretty much every matchup that we've had. It's been pretty much unfavorable to Annihilate, so I think the first bet is probably to swap out. It probably would be for the best interest to swap Annihilate out of the front spot. I'm starting to think, yeah, that was not a good strat. But anyway, now we're up against a Breloom. There. Coming in with another Swift, able to clear out their first shield. And then we do say goodbye to our Furret there. Keep forgetting Furret. RIP, buddy, you've done well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let Annihilate try and tank out this Seed Bomb. And okay. With that, we are able to counter down the rest of the Breloom. That's going to be Return of the Zapdos, so it's going to be Mon number 3. It is going to be the return of the Zapdos. That I'm wasting no time here. I'm going straight for my Rage Fist. The good news is their fast move is not a well, last one's gonna be the Blade. Excuse me, I had Rage Fist ready. Are you kidding me? Anyway, it's whatever. I might have been like a turn short of being able to fire that off. But I feel like I got robbed. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me being salty, but I feel like I got robbed on that one. But anywho, we're face to face with a Sacred Sword firing the Blade. We'll see if we can bait out that last shield here with a real quick Body Slam. Just like what, like 6 times resisted. Oh jeez, they saw right through that. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. That was just unfortunate. So unfortunately, that is going to be loss number 3 of this set, and this is going to be starting things out in the negative no matter what. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Okay, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put Celio up at the front, and we're going to keep Annihilate in the back. I think we'll have Furt as our safe swap, and then. Austin Lorenz, thank you for validating my claim. But yeah, also hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'll watch back. Oh, I did indeed get robbed. Oh, it could have played out so differently. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it would have properly played out differently. But anyway, we'll see if this match ends in our favor as we go against, I think, Neymar, GM? I'm not sure. But anyway, first matchup, the one time we could have had a really good time with Annihilate in the front. And I'm going to need to swap out my Celio. I can't help but feel these games are rigged against me today. Okay, they did have Talonflame on in standby though. Okay, we did. I think that was pretty much CMP tie. I'll go ahead and check a shield here. It could be Flame Charge just to get the buff. Yep. But I'm pretty sure that would have also knocked out my Ferret, so we'll go ahead and fire off a Swift their way. Ooh, I'll go ahead and let this go. I'll say goodbye to my Ferret here. Alright, people, you've done well. And I think we're able to Powder Snow down the rest of Talonflame before they get to their next charge move. They got through the rest of the Talonflame. Now we're face to face once again with the Morpeko. Okay, Morpeko going into hangry mode. Ooh, almost lost out on some body slam bubbles there. But we're going for the body slam. Okay, now going for a surf. Now, Morpeko's not exactly known for being the bulkiest of mons. Let's see if it knocks out. It does. Okay, one last mon's going to be Gligar. Okay, and before we finish off the rest of this match, they have opted to call it a night. So we are able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. And how dare you jinx me with the Morpeko. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. We managed to out jinx the jinxing for that last match. And we're still able to get ourselves 2 wins out of 5 to close out set 1. As PokeNerd is out here tracking my very unfortunate set to start things. Well, okay, it's not the most unfortunate set. Most unfortunate would be 0-5, which I'm hoping I'm not jinxing. But, yeah. Like the stream for good luck. Hey, maybe the more likes we get, the more likely we'll get. Okay. Maybe the more likely we'll be able to get some wins. You never know. There could be a correlation, possibly. Good moods mean good matches. I don't know. Anyway. What does get me in a good mood is that we are still getting ourselves a good amount of Stardust out of this match. We got ourselves 2280 Stardust and a fast TM. And with that, we are a little over halfway to rank 14. So we're slowly but surely making our way up there. Oh yeah, the good news is we don't have like the race to legend rank on this in this season, so you know, it's not. I think they do still reveal the ELO, which I'm probably gonna be salty about, but but yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. But anyway, how many more sets do you have for today? It is actually a brand new day for us. So, oh yeah, and no matter what, we gotta get at least the 3 wins at rank 20 to get Libre Pikachu. Yeah, that is true. We need at least 1 positive set after we reach rank 20 to get Libre Pikachu, Pikachu Libre. True. But yeah, to answer your question, Austin, so far we've done 1 set that was right before we got, but it has hit midnight for me. I guess we're like 6 minutes past midnight, which means that we do actually have 5 full sets that we can do after this. I'll try and at least do the usual 5, and we'll see if we are willing to make I can't talk tonight. We'll see if we want to do that bonus 6 set at the end of it. But yeah. Oh. I'm not putting the pressure on anything, but I'm getting 4 eyes, or somewhere between 2 and 4 eyes watching. Anyway. But yeah. Yeah, I got eyes watching me now. No pressure. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Anywho, yeah, we did need to make a switch in the order that we have our Pokemon. So hopefully that'll get us the positive, and maybe as PokeNerd mentioned, we'll be able to get the 5-0 with the way our team is set up now. But to find that out, we'll go ahead and jump right back into the basic rewards, jump into the Holiday Cup, and to reintroduce the team that we'll be using for those of you who are just joining us. We're starting things out with Celio, now up at the front, who's rocking Powder Snow, Body Slam, and Surf. Excuse me. Hanging out in the middle, we have Furret, who's rocking Sucker Punch, Swift, and Brick Break. And then closing everything out, we have Annihilate, who's rocking Counter, Rage Fist, and Ice Punch. Okay, so this is the squads. Go ahead and jump back into the battles and see how we do for set number 2 of the night. And match number 1 of the set is going to be against MBZ Pine. Alright, MBZ, what do you got? First round's gonna be up against a Licky. I'm gonna go ahead and swap right on out for my Furret, into which case they're gonna swap out for the Obstagoon. Okay. Obstagoon, I believe they bringing it out because it's rocking Cross Chop. Okay, we're also rocking Brick Break. Able to get good damage in and lower their defense at the same time, so we will definitely take that. I'll actually go ahead and check a shield here. Now it's gonna be Night Slash, so we didn't really need to worry about that. That's fine. Okay, right now our Sucker Punches are resisted, so has a little bit of an uphill battle in that regard. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and let this go. We'll say goodbye to our Furret here. Oh no, just kidding. Not yet. Now we say goodbye to our Furret there. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And with that, we'll go ahead and just counter down the rest of the Obstagoon. Might be playing a little bit of an extra bit of our hand there, but that the last mon they're going to be rocking is going to be their Wigglytuff. And that is admittedly going to be a rather tough battle for my Annihilate. But hopefully we'll be able to keep Celio alive to the rest of this Licky battle. We'll see how this plays out. The rollouts are definitely going to be adding up in damage, not gonna lie. Gonna be the Body Slam. Okay, coming in with another Surf. Get them more into the red. And we are able to knock out the rest of the Licky. It's gonna be a return of the Wigglytuff. Going for Rage Fist. Do we have enough in our... we are one Powder Snow away from being able to clear the Wigglytuff on that one. So unfortunately, that is going to be loss number 1 to start things out. RIPs there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Ooh, well, so far we're not finding too much luck. Too much luck in this cup. May need to change out the team altogether, but we'll see if we're able to bounce out back here as we go into match number 2 against Sir Foxy Phoenix. Alright, Sir Foxy Phoenix, what do you got? First round's going to be up against a Sand Slash. Okay. With that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Furret, and we actually are able to resist their Shadow Claws at the very least. With that though, they do swap in for their own Annihilate. So we'll go ahead and fire a Brick Break their way. It's going to be resisted, but you know, it does lower their defensive by a little bit, so we will still take that. I will will go ahead and let this go. It's not going to do too much damage by itself, but it does raise their counter damage, which is rather unfortunate. A little far off another. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. And we'll go ahead and check out the shield here. Let's try to keep our Annihilate alive as long as we can. Okay, with that, they're coming in with the Wigglytuff. And we're coming in with our Celio. Who were we fighting with before this? Was it? It wasn't Annihilate right off the gate. I remember that. What were we fighting with before this? Shoot. That could honestly help a lot. I feel like it would help a lot if I remembered what Pokemon we were fighting with before this. Shoot. We'll see. I know for sure one's Annihilate. Annihilate's gonna be kind of a problem. Okay, I think at this range we should be able to counter down with not too many repercussions. Okay, it's gonna be Sand Slash. That's right. Coming in with the Ice Punch. Okay, with that we are able to counter down the rest of the Sand Slash. Hopefully they don't have Rage Fist already at the ready. They do not. Well, at least they brought out the Wigglytuff. And we do have Rage Fist at the ready. We'll go ahead and fire that their way. And yep, research tells me the battle's over. And we are able to clear out the rest of the Annihilate and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and Gooby Last War. Joanne Solomon and Scraggy, hello, welcome to the stream, one and all. Welcome. Oh, and Sarah BH 97971, hello, welcome to the stream. To answer your question from earlier, Gooby, yes, this is Pokemon Go. We are battling it out in the Holiday Cup. I guess I could draw my trainer code. Yeah, we've done it a couple times. We can do that now. Take a quick pause. We'll go ahead and... Why not? But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Sarab. How's the weather? Oh, it's good. It's been a little rainy, but you know, can never go wrong with rain. Hope the weather's nice for wherever you're at. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and add the trainer code. Oh, yeah. Just a heads up, I'm probably not going to be accepting friend requests until the end of the stream, just because I'm kind of getting close to the friend limit, I guess the friend max amount. So I'm probably going to try and do some, I guess like friends list management, but that's probably going to be after the stream. So it's cold. Yeah, we are getting into the winter months. But yeah, hopefully you're able to find ways to, keep warm during these times. But yeah. And eventually, at some point, spring will be right back around. Here's hoping. But anyway. Oh, and add building materials tools, 1992. Hello, welcome to the stream. Do you want to trade? Oh, respectfully, Pokemon Go trading is like very location dependent, so you have to be actually close by to be able to trade. So with that in mind, I'd rather not test the possibility of us being close enough or finding a way to work around that loophole to be able to get a trade going. So respectfully, I'm going to have to decline on the trade, but I appreciate the offer regardless. Oh, and I think Joanne, yeah, if you're up to battle, just send the battle our way, and then we'll go ahead and get that going. And is there any raid or cup battles only for today? Ooh, actually, hang on. If you're going to do Great League, then let me set up like a random team just so that way I don't have to change out on the Holiday Cup one. But anyway. Oh, actually, brother, you can call me Devjith. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Devjith. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing. But, oh, and to answer your question, I think Sarab, what was it? Oh, and I can call you Joe. Okay, cool. Okay, and I'm pronouncing correctly. Thank you. But yeah, nothing specific for today in terms of raids or cups. Right now, I think until Tuesday, there'll be the Great League version of Holiday Cup, and oh right, yes. Yeah, I can add you. And then in terms of raids, I'm not sure what's currently active right now. Yeah, apologies. I'm a little rusty on the raid scene. Oh, and Joanne, I apologize. I feel like I've asked you this every time you've popped in on the stream, but can you remind me what your username in Pokemon Go was? It's I do apologize. There's probably find a way to probably do like a command shortcut for anyone who wants to do battles, so that way you can just Logan, thank you. Oh, you're the one that I just became great friends with. Cool. Oh, and what league do you want to battle in, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, maybe we can set up like a system where yeah, you're able to put like a, what's that, the command shortcuts, like exclamation point battle, and then you just put your username and what league you want to battle in. I feel like that would make our lives easier. Maybe someday. Can we also do battle? Sure. If you can let me know. I think if I haven't added you yet, if you can let me know what your username is and what league you want to battle in, we can set that up. I don't know if I answered your question, Austin, earlier, but if you want to add, feel free to. But yeah, for the most part, unless we're like setting up battles right now, I'm probably not going to be accepting the friend request until after the stream. So if you can wait until the end of that. But yeah, in terms of Sarab's case, since they want to battle, we'll set that up. But anyway, let's see how our battle goes against Joanne / Logan here. They're starting things out with Rillaboom, leafing some razors or razoring leaves our way. Yeah, so both of us with that super effective fast attack damage right now. The good news on my end, though, is that my energy generation is pretty quick, so we're pretty good on that end. Okay, with that said, go ahead and let this go. Say goodbye to my Walrein there. Alright, buddy, you've done it well. Oh, there you are. Okay. You're alive! And you've brought Vaporeon! No further comments. Anyway. fighting off against the Vaporeon. This is an opportunity to fire off a couple trailblazers your way. Alakazam! Alakazam! Anyway. Let's cool things off with some shilling water. That we are able to fairy win the rest of your Rillaboom. But yeah, that fast move, that Razor Leaf pressure, man, it's crazy. Anyway, GG's. GG's all around. Ooh, we also have a YouTube channel. 2.4k subs in 2 months. That's nice. That's legit. But yeah, in any event, yeah, GG's Johan, or GG's Logan. Apologies, I can't remember which one I should properly call you. But yeah, GG's. Well fought. Give credit where credit is due. Rillaboom's got that Razor Leaf pressure on lock. But anywho, actually I can accept Shavrin's. Just because I have room for like one more friend. Oh, and I got the research done for the... Hang on, let me claim that real quick. I think there's more stuff to... Best friends forever. I forget what the thing is. Oh, Catcher Scatterbug. Oh, and send 5 gifts and open 5 gifts. Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that. That's easy. Yes, we can go for a battle, Sarab. Did you want to try send the battle from your end, or do you want me? If you want me to send, just let me know what league you want to battle in, and then we can get that set. Oh, and reloading / Kavish. Was it Kavish? No. Yes. No. Yes. I apologize. I'm trying to remember as best as I can what your other username was. But hello, and welcome to the stream. I hope everything's going well for you, and I apologize if I'm butchering your name. Okay, it is Cavish. Thank you. Whew. Okay, got you. I add you if you have room. I think I see you. That's you, Skywalker, with the solid numbers. But yeah, if you don't mind, I can add you right after the stream, because if I add you, then my friends list will be full, and I want to be able to allow people to add throughout the stream. So, if you don't mind, if you want to try and like set up a battle and stuff like that, I can try and add you real quick. Okay. Oh yeah, and sorry, whenever you're ready, if you want to send out a battle, my way, we can get that going. I appreciate the gift. Thank you. Up there you are. Okay, going for Ultra League. Everyone going for the high end leagues. Okay. That's me. Thank you. Okay. Good to know. Alright, Sarab. Alright, Omni69. What do you got? It's gonna be an error 6. Okay. Did you want to try resend on your end, or do you want me to what was it? Try send on my end, see if the battle actually goes through. Oh, and thank you for sending. Oh, and Malin Erickson. Hello, welcome to the stream first and foremost. And yes, I will go ahead and add you. I will do it after the stream because my friends list is kind of on the full side, so I need to do some I need to do some friends list management. So yeah, I will be adding you. It's just I do need to. There's some cleanup that I gotta do on my end before we get that done. Right now, we're also facing off against the tall boy, the executor of the Alolan variety. Oh, you're just bombing seeds my way. Anyway. Go ahead and fire off another Icicle Spear. We are able to Powder Snow the rest of the Executor. Next up is uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's uh-oh. Oh, might actually be a pretty big problem, not gonna lie. Oh, excuse me. Now I'll go ahead and say goodbye to my Walrein here. Ooh, with the Brave Bird. And now we are able to Pocket Sand through the rest of the Ho-Oh. Now we have the other Silver and Gold Legendary. The other Johto Legendary, Lugia. Ruler of Guardian of the Seas. The babysitter of the Kanto birds. Anyway. Definitely putting pressure with that Dragon Tail on the Sky Attack. Unfortunately, we got payback. But yeah, well fought on the Lugia on there. Was it Sarov? GG's. I think I mostly just got lucky in having a nice type to start things out. Yeah. Oh, do I open Pokemon packs IRL? Here and there. Yeah, most of my Pokemon knowledge comes from the main video games, and actually, admittedly, a lot of it comes from Pokemon Go itself, as this has pretty much been my obsession ever since it came out. so yeah. Admittedly, yeah, it's mostly most of my knowledge is video game related, but yeah. Oh yeah, and agreed. Great battle, Sarov. Well fought. GG's. What was the best card I got? I think the best card I have... I think it's probably gotta be like a full art Toxtricity, I think. One of the first cards I ever actually... I think one of the first full art cards I ever actually pulled from... like in general, like for IRL cards. So I think for that reason alone, that's probably why I would call it my best. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't really have too much in terms of a collection and trading cards. Got into it admittedly a little bit late. Plus, yeah, the market's a little. It could be better. Anyway. Oh. But if you're heading out, thank you for stopping by, Cavish. Much appreciate. Oh, and thank you very much for the subscribing, Sarov. Also appreciate. Thank you. Okay, but anywho, and I appreciate all the battles, Sarov, and the battles, was it Joanne, or Joan? Much appreciate. I appreciate the battles here and there. We just gotta figure out how to best, if there's another way for us to be able to organize these. Someday we'll get something going. But anywho, speaking of getting things going, let's go ahead and jump back into the Holiday Cup. We're currently 1 win and 1 loss right now. Excuse me. So let's see if we go for win number 2 here as we go into match number 3 of the set against Enestein 2018. All right, Enestein, what do you got? First round's going to be up against a Golurk. Okay. That actually swapping out for the Ferrothorn. I'm not sure why I stuck to that battle out for so long, but we'll go ahead and swap right on out for our Nihilip. Going for the Rage Fist. I'm gonna clear out shield number 1. I'll try to tank this out here. I think whether it be Power Whip or Thunder, we should be okay. Oof. Well, we could be better. We could be better, honestly, but that I'll go ahead and take the shield here. Try to keep our Annihilate alive for at least a little bit longer. And now it's going to be a return of the Golurk. Coming with the Rage Fist, able to clear out shield number 2, and I realized I accidentally swapped in the wrong Pokemon, but it's okay. It still kind of works out for us, at least a little bit. Now we're face to face with an Annihilate, but it is an Annihilate with low sweep. I probably still shouldn't underestimate it. Would probably still pack quite a, well, in this case, quite a kick, but just in case. Just gotta be a little bit wary. Going with the Night Slash. Okay. Interesting. Going to come in with another Brick. And we are able to Sucker Punch the rest of the Annihilate right on out of here. That coming in with another Brick Break just to lower their defense, if only by a little bit. They're coming in with their charge move, and we'll go ahead and fire back real quick with ours. There's their Shadow Punch. Now we're coming in with the Surf. Ooh. Can't sing. Anyway, and with that, we are able to clear out the Golurk and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so currently in the positive with this. We're currently 2 wins and 1 loss. And with that, we'll go ahead and see how we do in match number 4 of the set against Hustle Daily. Every day I'm hustling. Starting things out with a Shadow Golurk. Alright. Arguably still a solid start for us, not gonna lie. Okay, that I gotta swap out for a Miltank. Okay, coming in with the Body Slam. And I'm gonna swap right on out for my Inhilip. Going for the Rage Fist, just to get a little bit of a boost to my attack power. Does Miltank know Shadow? I don't think Miltank knows Shadow Ball. It's Thunderbolt. Does hurt quite a bit on Soul, not gonna lie. But another great. In any rate, we are able to clear out the rest of the Miltank. Now we're face to face once again with the Golurk. We are able to clear out their first shield there. And with that, they're swapping things out for the Diggersby. I'll swap that on out for my Celio. I realize I haven't used the shield this entire time. Shoot. We'll go ahead and use up a shield here then. Try and keep our hero alive for at least a little bit longer. Okay, coming in with the Surf. No, not clearing out the Diggersby. Getting one more powder snow in to clear out the Diggersby. And now we just have the rest of the Gold Lurk to deal with. Okay, with this shield, go ahead and keep our seal alive for a little bit longer. Ooh, probably got a little bit greedy on the powder snows. We'll be saying goodbye to our Celio there. Alright, people, you've done well. Well, with that, we are able to sucker punch down the rest of the Golurk and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Bro used 2 electric type and 1 water type. Also, AJ, hello, welcome to the stream. On Austin out here going all in on electrics. I respect it. And yeah, I'm not sure if Golurk knows Shadow Ball, but yeah, as AJ's point, Shadow Punch is definitely a thing. Charger Bug and Morpeko are ruling the meta. I've definitely seen a good amount of Morpeko. I don't deny the Morpeko presence is strong. I can kind of see Charger Bug. That does also kind of explain why I've been running into a decent amount of ground types, like that last combo had Golurk and Diggersby roaming around, because I'm guessing that's their hard answers to this apparent electric heavy meta. So on that note, I may want to eventually bring in a ground type if the if the meta is leaning towards having heavy electric types. Character Bug, I like it, but is Charger Bug good? Charger Bug is spammy. I would say Charger Bug is spammy. Oh, and thanks, Joe. Golurk does not get Shadow Ball. Got you. But Shadow Punch is pretty spammy by itself, so even if it did have Shadow Ball, I'd probably still opt for Shadow Punch, honestly. But anyway, but yeah, Charger Bug, as AJ points out, actually does make it actually a really solid safe swap. And yeah, I can't think of too many things in this meta that would scare away Charger Bug too much. But yeah. In fact, Charger Bug actually is, I think, a pretty solid answer to Morpeko as well, now that I'm thinking about it. Because it resists the electric type damage and can pack super effective damage to Morpeko in the form of X-Scissor, I believe. Yeah, it's got bug type moves to its name, so it makes it can scare away things like what was it? That can make things a problem for Morpeko if it finds the. Oh, and Joa Saldana, hello, welcome to the stream, welcome. Oh yeah. Oh, and yeah, I guess to your point, I mean, you never know if I feel like Morpeko in any form, it may not be the most optimal Morpeko, but I mean, Morpeko is Morpeko. I feel like it still has a good amount of its strong points, even if it is, even if it's rocking Hundo. Plus, I mean, Hundo IV is always a flex, honestly. Okay, it's not the one in PvP, but you do have the Hundo, which is cool. Just about to say. But yeah. I'm running the 2 electric with the Jellicent. Ooh, that's a good combo. Jellicent with the the ghost type coverage. True as a beast if they don't have shields. Oh yeah. No, Morpeko is always a nightmare. And I'm assuming Morpeko was a nightmare for the person that we just fought because they had Shadow Golurk in the front rocking Mud Slap and they closed with Diggersby. So I'm guessing they're very much trying to counter this electric meta as hard as they can. Unfortunately, we had Celio, who was a solid answer to Golurk, and especially Golurk at the front and Diggersby as well. So I guess we have like kind of an anti-meta team where they're expecting the electric heavy, as AJ pointed out, but we don't have any electricity on our side. We're running electric free out here. I may look into swapping for at least. I wouldn't mind running Charger Bug. Charger Bug might be fun. Yeah, I miss the days of, what was it? Charger Bug's a personal favorite. So maybe if our luck is running, is running thin, then we'll at least adopt Charger Bug. I don't think I have a good Morpeko. I gotta double check. I have a lot of mons that I have. I think I have good PvP IVs for, but I never bothered to like build them up yet. So I'll double check on that one later. But anyway, I think enough on me just rambling about, just hanging on the main menu. For now, let's go ahead and see how we do in our final match of this set, which is going to be up against the red. www red Anyway, red bunch of W's, starting things out with the Mandibuzz. Actually, would have been a good time to actually have one of the two electric types roaming around, not gonna lie. But it's okay, we still have Celio, so we still have our ice type damage to go against this Mandibuzz. And we are able to tank out Dark Pulse pretty well, so we'll still take that. I think we see MP type there, into which case I think I won that one. I could be wrong. Or my timing was just a little bit better. Okay, does look like it was a CMP tie. We'll go ahead and tank this. I think this will get us either real deep in the yellow or right to the red. Right to the red it is. And that we are able to powder snow the rest of the Mandibuzz right on out of here. And the next one to deal with is going to be the Skeleators. Hello, Skeleators. Come in with the Surf. Ooh. At the risk of putting myself at risk, I'm going to try to tank out a Torch Song. Does get us to about half health. That's up now for the Stingfisk. Into which case we'll swap out for our Annihilate. Go ahead and let this one go. Let's see how we handle. It's going to be a little bit of technical difficulties. It's gonna be a little bit of lag followed by a Mud Bomb. Now we'll go ahead and fire off a Rage Fist their way. We seem to be running into some internet difficulties here. And we might have lost connection to them. I think they're gone. I think it's over. Is there any attacks in? Yeah, I think they might be gone. I think it's over. Man, I wouldn't mind actually seeing this matchup actually play out to its fullest. I was feeling at least a little bit confident that we might have been able to still pull the win out of that one, but if that was waiting due to the lag, it's a little bit of a sour one, but yeah, that would make our fourth win of this set. Yeah. Anyway, in any case, apologies if it was due to lag, but GG's all around. Yeah, so at the very least, we did bounce back from. Well, either way, we would have tied up with, or we would have evened out from the last set that we had, which was 2 wins out of 5. But now we're, I guess I went ahead with that with 4 wins out of 5, and we can go ahead and claim the 2280 Stardust when it comes back on screen. There you are. We got silver pineapple berry, 3 rare candies, and a Togedemaru. There. There. 3.5 out of 1. I like it. We'll count it as half a win. It rounds up to 4, but yeah, we'll say 3.5. Alright, any event, we have now made it up to rank 14. Hey. And my camera has opted to zoom out into oblivion. Hey. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Okay. Okay, so with that, we've done 2 sets so far. Start off the night a little bit in the negative, but managed to, keep it kind of in the middle with 2 wins out of 5. Set 2, we were able to bounce back in the positive with 4 wins out of 5, albeit that last one was could be potentially contributed to lag, into which case I'll probably go with Joe's analysis there on 3.5 wins and 1 loss. So yeah, there was that whole ordeal. But we'll go ahead and jump back into the basic awards, see if we can get ourselves another positive set here as we jump into the Holiday Cup. And to reintroduce the team that we'll be using for these battles, we're starting things out with Celio in the front, who's rocking Powder Snow, Bodice, Lamb, and Surf. In the middle, we have Furret with Sucker Punch, Swift, and a Brick Break. Then closing everything out, we have Annihilate, who's rocking Counter, Rage Fist, and Ice Punch. Alright, so these are the squads. Go ahead and jump back into it and see how we do for set number 3 of the night. And match number 1 of the set is going to be up against Rich 8909. Alright, Rich, let's see what you got. First round is going to be up against a Doublade. Okay, go ahead and swap that on out for my Furret. First main thing to look out for is the fact that I believe Doublade does know Sacred Sword. Do I dare risk it for the biscuit? I will risk it for the biscuit. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Anyway, next matchup is they're gonna be swapping out for the Dunsparce. Okay, who is rocking and rolling. Then I'll go ahead and say goodbye to my Furret here, potentially. Oh, we had one enough for a Swift. Oh. It's okay, it is what it is. Anyway, we'll go ahead and swap in for our Annihilate. I won't go ahead and let this one go. I don't think it's gonna... I think we'll stay in the green. Okay, that we are able to counter down the rest of the Dunsparce. And last one is going to be Dedenne. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. Check out the shield here. Keep our Annihilate alive as long as we possibly can. Going for the Rage Fist. Maybe clear out there for a shield. Okay, going for another shield. With another Parabolic Charge. Now it's going to be a rival of the Doublade. Going from the Rage Fist, able to clear out their last shield. And swapping in for my Celio. Hopefully we don't take too much damage from Sacred Sword. Thinking maybe about half health, give or take. Ooh, Gyro Ball, also about half health. Okay, with that, we do have Surf at the ready. Hopefully it's enough to knock out the rest of this Doublade. Yes, it is. And we are able to powder snow down the rest of the Zidane and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. Oh, I just started. I'm already forgetting. Yeah, GG's. GG's all around. Ooh, 1500 CP for it. Dang. Right on the money. Oh, and Ganadpati Bot 6647. I feel like I do indeed remember that username. But yeah, hello, and welcome to the stream. Welcome. I feel like I struggled with pronouncing your username almost the same way that I did in this time. If I did, I apologize. Or even if I didn't, I'm apologizing for if I'm butchering your username. But hello. Not Ganapani Chaitanya. Remember I battled you. Okay, yeah, I do remember battling a Chaitanya. Yes. That's right. Okay, yeah, I do remember that. But hello. Yes, I do remember battling Chaitanya. I also remember Chaitanya particularly because I believe I had a coworker once whose name was Chaitanya. So that name is easy to remember. I have association. But anyway. Oh, and Legend T987, hello. Welcome to the stream with the Frostless. Okay, it is doing a wave. Hello. Welcome. And do I have the Jirachi? I have a couple Jirachis, I believe. Yes, I have a shiny Jirachi and a non-shiny Jirachi. So I do have the Jirachis. Sorry. Anywho. With all that said, we'll go ahead and jump right back into it. We're currently 1 win and 0 losses. So we'll see if we can go 2-0 as we now jump into match number 2 of this set, which is going to be up against Chicken Chaser 42. I'm going through that Rocky training. Anyway, it's a battle of the Youngin versus the Olden, the Walren versus the Celio. Kind of curious how this matchup is actually going to play out. I'm not going to lie to you. At the very least, we do have the Body Slam spams. Because I believe Walren does rock Earthquake. So that's going to be kind of painful to try and tank out. Yeah. Okay, back on another Body Slam. We'll get them onto the yellow. They already have enough for Earthquake? I'm going to call their bluff. I don't think they do. They don't. Okay. I'm like, that seems a little too soon for a second Earthquake. I could have been miscounting. And it could be possible they already had enough for Earthquake. I just miscounted. Which is very possible. I do not deny the possibility. Okay. I think with that, I'll go ahead and say goodbye to my Walren potentially here. Oh no! We called another Icicle Spear Puff. Or bluff. Sorry, not buff. We called their bluff. Now, do we take their shield with it? Nope, we take the Walren. Next one we'll deal with is going to be a Celio. Not Celio. What am I talking about? That is not Celio. That is a very flat Celio, if that's Celio. Next mon we're dealing with is going to be Stunfisk. Into which case I'm going to bring out my Inhalip. And Sunfish going for the discharge. We're able to handle. Okay. I think we might have seen P-Tide there, into which case I'm more attack heavy than the Unovan Pancake. I'll go ahead and let this one go too. This should get me, I think, either deep in the yellow or right to the red. Yep, deep in the yellow it is. Take a shield here. Let's try to keep our Annihilate alive as long as we possibly can. Okay, going for another Rage Fist. Do we take shield number 2 or do we take the Stun Fisk? Shield number 2. Okay. Let me up to let this one go. We'll say goodbye to our Annihilate here. Alright, people, you've done well. Okay. Oh, it's a matchup. It's the mirror. It's Furret v Furret. Okay, let's see how much damage a Brick Break gets in. Okay, not bad. I'll check his shield. There's gonna be the Brick Break. I'm going immediately for the Swift. Knocking out the rest of the Furret. Okay, and before we fight off the rest of the Stun Fist, they've opted to call it a night, so we are able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and Ganapati / Chaitanya. Yeah, we can do a battle now that that battle's done. So whenever you want to send out the battle request. Oh, you read my mind. Hey. Oh, I got your first Jirachi yesterday. Oh, congrats, AJ. And upgraded to UL level. Also, congrats. Dang it, you want to do it in Great League. I don't want to change out the. I'm gonna keep it going with the Holiday Cup team. We'll see if we're able to win it out in this battle with this team. We'll see. Let's see what you got. Starting things out with the Fortress. Okay. Okay, Volt switching Fortress. Interesting. Okay. Feel vindicated for swapping out for a different mon against your Fortress who's Volt switching out here. I'll risk it. I'll risk it for the biscuit. Okay. Ooh, that next one gonna be Clodsire. Okay. With that, we'll go ahead and say goodbye to our Furret here. R.I.P. buddy. You're not dead yet. Okay, now you're dead. Undercharge, I respect it. Alright, we'll go ahead and... Okay, it's gonna be the Stone Edge. It's going to be a return of your Fortress. Your Fortress of Solitude. Okay. Let's see what your Fortress is chucking our way. Gonna be an Earthquake. Oof. That'll hurt quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. And the last mon on your side is going to be Greninja. Okay. And it's going to be the return of the Clodsire. Ooh, and we are actually able to counter down the rest of your Greninja. Whew. pressure was real. Oh my goodness. Quadsar is an absolute unit. It's an absolute wall. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, GG's, Chaichanya. GG's, well fought. Whew. But yeah. I don't know what other comment to give except that was well fought. That was scary stuff. Yeah, I felt like if I let Greninja go on for any longer, that thing would have that pressure would have gotten to me pretty hard. But yeah. In any event, we'll keep on with our Holiday Cup battles. Let's see how we do in match number 3 of the set against Rivera MD. Alright, Rivera, what do you got? First round's gonna be a hello, Auroras. How are you today? Doing good? That's good. Swapped out immediately to Furret because I probably could honestly start. Well, no, Meteor Beam. That would have been that would have been pretty nice to deal with. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and check a shield here in case that is gonna indeed be a Meteor Beam. It's gonna be a Weather Ball. Okay, I'm guessing this next one is probably gonna be Meteor Beam. At the risk of losing my Furret, I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. Oh, it's going to be another Weather Ball. Okay. Well, that's still quite a punch, not going to lie. Speaking of punching, let's go for another Brick Break. Alright, able to clear out the rest of the Auroras. It's going to be the level there for it. Ooh. They do win out on the CMP tie, so we'll go ahead and say goodbye to our Furret here. RIP, buddy, you have done well. That coming in with our Annihilate. Go ahead and let this one go. I think no matter what, the charge moves aren't going to hurt, but the debuff is definitely going to... Okay, they're not going for the debuff, they're going straight for a Swift damage. I see. That we are able to counter down the rest of the Furret. That final mon to deal with is going to be their Talon Flame. Okay. Coming in with the Rage Fist. I'm just going to swap right on out for my CEO. Going all in on Surf. Hopefully it's enough to knock out. Ooh, almost. But one more Powder Snow and we are able to clear out the rest of the Talon Flame and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set, I believe. I don't know why I'm thinking 1. But yeah, GG's. GG's all around. Yeah, GG's at the moment. I thought I caught the body slams on Fortress, but doubted myself that could be a Surf. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, Surf probably will cause some pretty nasty neutral damage to the Fortress. Yeah, I think I got lucky with calling Body Slam at the last second. Yeah, honestly, you played that one very well. I'm not gonna lie. That was well fought. Well fought through and through. Yeah, GG's. Good games. Good match. But yeah. We're moving on now with our Holiday Cup matches. We are currently 3-0, as Joe has pointed out. So no matter what, we're ending this in the positive. But let's see how we do in match number 4 of this set, which is going to be up against Trainer, bunch of numbers. Alright, Trainer starting things out with a Charizard. Okay, I'm guessing this was a CMP type kind of moment. I'm gonna risk it. Can we tank out Blast Burn? Also, at the very least, we called out that was Blast Burn. So the answer is kind of. We are deep in the yellow now, which is rather concerning. But we were able to trade out for the entirety of their Charizard, so we will take that. Thank you. that though. They do swap in for the Vigoroth. The good news is we actually do have a solid counter for Vigoroth. We'll just take that opportunity to body slam away one of their shields and say goodbye to Arcelio there. RIP, buddy, you have done well. And that's going to be the arrival of my Annihilate, into which case they swap out for their Trevenant, into which case we swap out for our Furry. And with that swap, they have off to the call tonight, so we are able to secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. A lot has transpired in the period of like a few seconds. In the period of like maybe like 30 seconds. But anywho, with that, as John once again pointed out, we are currently 4 wins, 0 losses. Let's see if we can go for a cool 5-0 as we go against Luderbeam 2 for match number 5. Alright, Luderbeam, what do you got? First match is going to be against a Shiny Flex Rodriguez. Very cool shiny. Good news for us though is that we have good super effective damage with our Powder Snow. I think they do rock Tomb though, so that's probably gonna hurt quite a bit. But we'll go try and check it out. Oh, it's gonna be Sand Tomb. Okay, so it doesn't hurt. It does debuff us though, so we gotta be careful about that. Okay, going for a Surf their way, able to clear out shield number 1. Okay. This could be another Sand Tomb, or it could be the thing that knocks us out. We'll find out in just a minute. Could be another Sand Tomb. Okay. And so far, we're able to call their Sand Tombs. Actually, rather lucky for us, not gonna lie. We're able to clear out both of their shields, so we'll take that. And the next one we have to deal with is going to be their Annihilate. Okay, at the risk of taking some damage from their Rage Fist. Okay, maybe it was a little bit more than some damage, but anywho. Getting a little overconfident with saving my shields, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I'm gonna check out my other shield here. Another Rage Fist. Oof. So the return of their Rune Regis. Fortunately, we do have just enough energy for a real quick Rage Fist. Able to clear out to their Rune Regis. That last one to do it is going to be Toe Cannon. Toe Cannon. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and check my shield here. Let's keep our Furret alive as long as I possibly can. He's against that Drill Peck. Okay, I'm going for the Brick Break in the hopes that it gets the defense lowered enough to be able to properly knock this thing out. Focus in at the charge move. We are able to Sucker Punch the rest of the Annihilate out of here. And we are able to Sucker Punch the rest of the Toe Cannon out of here. So we are able to secure ourselves a cool 5-0 to close out this set. GG's. GG's all around. There we go. I think, Joe, you called it. It was, I think, a set late, but we got the cool 5-0. So we'll take it. And Ganapati / Chaitanya. Yeah, we could do a battle real quick. Just give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and claim this 2400 Stardust, a Silver Pineapple Berry, 3 rare candies. We got another Togedemaru. Nice, a Togedemaru kind of night. Got a brand new Togedemaru, not the aggressive IV, so I'll transfer you out. And we also got ourselves a cool 4800 Stardust to end with 3/4 of the, about maybe 2/3 of the way to rank 15. Let's go. All the thumbs up. Alright, Chaitanya. Let's do it. Oh, going through Ultra League this time. Do I have time to grab water while you're choosing a team? Either way, always remember to stay hydrated. No, I did not. We're kicking things off. Yep. Accidentally pressed tab on something. Anyway. Gonna be up against your Florges. I'm going first. What move does your Florges know? It is gonna be Trailblaze. Oof. I think no matter what, well, there's one move that could hurt quite a bit, but yep, we were able to survive the Trailblaze. This is going to be quite a long battle though, because Sand Attack does not quite do much in terms of damage. Ooh, we're coming in with the Greninja now. Okay. I like it, I like it. Hydro Cannon? Nice Slash? Hydro Cannon? Hydro Cannon. Going all in on the damage. That's a lot of damage. Yeah. Have an opportunity. Fire another shot. Okay. We don't say goodbye just yet. But now we say goodbye. Dusknoir makes its move. Dusknoir, the absolute unit that you are. Ooh, ooh. Oh, well, okay. Oh, I guess there was like 1 HP, so the shield wasn't immediately wasted. But you know what? It is what it is. The Shadow Punches do be spammy. They do be spammy. Oh, I know how this ends. And I know I'm gonna lose. Well, actually, this is not how I thought it was actually going to end. But, you know what? This does still mark the end for me, I'm pretty sure. Yep. But yeah, well fought once again, Chaitanya. GG's. GG's all around. But yeah, well fought and well played. I assumed you were going to swap right back into Greninja to fire off your what I assumed was a Hydro Cannon that's been waiting, that's been on standby. But yeah, the farm down with was it Fairy Wind going into the chilling water. That works as well. Yeah, I thought you were going to immediately swap out for Greninja, honestly. Like, I thought that was how that was going to end. But yeah. Yeah, I think there's Oh no, the thing that killed me was I wasted the shield on Walren. Because I thought I'd be able to survive the Shadow Punch and be able to fire off. Because I had what do you call it? Icicle Spear on ready. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna shield this and I'm gonna fire off, and then I'd have the switch advantage on you. But yeah, I was only on 1 HP, and 1 HP with the shield is pretty much useless. So it kind of and it unfortunately backfired on me on that one. But yeah, either way, GG's. And you would think that, so I did not want to risk taking the fairy wind damage. Oh, that's fair too. That's true, because your Greninja was pretty low on health, and I think 1 or 2 fairy winds might have been able to knock it out before it got to the Hydro Cannon. If it was 1 away, then I might have been able to knock it out before the option even popped up, which is... I think that's technically a glitch that shouldn't be happening, but yeah. Yeah, the possibility was there, so you know what? That's a fair assessment. Yeah. Try to see if I can. I think my other mistake was trying to farm down your Florges, so that way I'd be able to have a charge move at the ready for when Greninja came back. Which, admittedly, I probably should have just relied solely on my Fairy Wind damage. But anywho, lessons learned. Still a well-fought battle. I won't argue against that. But yeah, GG's again, Chaitanya. GG's. Anywho, well-fought Ultra League battles aside, we'll go ahead and jump back into some Great League Holiday Cup battles. So we jump back into the basic rewards, and to reintroduce the team that we'll be using for those of you who are just joining us, we're starting things out with Celio in the front, who's rocking Powder Snow, Body Slam, and Surf. Hanging out in the middle, we have Furret, who's rocking Sucker Punch, Swift, and a Brick Break. Then closing everything out, we have Annihilate, who's rocking Counter, Rage Fist, and Ice Punch. Okay, so this is the squads. Go ahead and jump back into it and see how we do for set number 4 of the night. I realized I didn't actually bother to update my numbers. I'll do that in a minute. But anyway, match number 1 of the set is going to be up against Milier Esito. Something like that. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against a Cradley. Just kidding, it's going to be up against a Talonflame. I'm okay with this matchup, admittedly. I'm not gonna lie. I am okay with this. Okay, they got 4. Incinerates in. Holy moly. Okay, we are able to clear out their last shield at the very least, so I'll take that. With that though, I'm going to go ahead and start using up all my shields here just to keep my Furret alive against this Talonflame. Okay, we swap out for Cradley. We'll go ahead and swap out for our Annihilate. Coming in with Rock Tomb, doesn't really hurt, but does lower our attack if by a little bit. Could arguably go for Ice Punch and just go straight for the super effective damage, but I do want to be able to shake off this debuff a little bit. Oof. I'll opt to let this go. I think if they're going for Rock Tomb for the debuff again, we should be okay. Yep. It's going to be the arrival of the Skeleators. Okay, so these get a little bit of damage in with a real quick Rage Fist. Okay, going back in with the Talonflame. Go ahead and work to finish you off with a real quick Swift. before we fight off the rest of the Skeletors. They have opted to call it a night, so we are able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and how much Stardust do I have? I have 281,501. Yeah, I'm a little bit low on Stardust as of recent. I've been building up a lot of random stuff. So I gotta remain conservative on my Stardust spends for a little bit. I gotta do more Go Battle League stuff to get get my Stardust gains up. Yeah, luckily right now it's 4 times Stardust gains in Go Battle League, so we can capitalize on that at least. Anywho, match number 2 of this set is going to be up against EOXOI. Yeah, man. Anyway, match number 1 of this set is going to be up against a shiny Raichu. So I'm going to swap right on out for my Furret. Ooh, I think the main thing that I'm worried about with bringing in Furret is I believe regular Raichu knows Brick Break. Or Wild Charge. Oh, that's wild. Yeah. That lives up to its name. That's wild. And with that, I'm going for my own Brick Break. Not going to do much damage to the Talonflame, but it does lower their defense by a little bit. And with that, we do say goodbye to our Furret there. RIP, buddy, you've done well. Just in case they're going straight for the Brave Bird. Guaranteed going straight for the Brave Bird. Okay. Like, you know what? Who needs defense? With that, we are able to clear out the rest of the Talonflame. Yeah, they're swapping back in for the Raichu, into which case we're swapping out for our Annihilate. I'll go ahead and check a shield here in case they're going all in on a Wild Charge again. Nope, this time they're going Brick Break. Fair enough. You know what? They baited me with all of the defense debuffing moves that they could throw my way. So, you know what? That's fair. They caught me good with the that final Brick Break. And they might end me with the Wild Charge if they're going Wild Charge. Oh, yep. With that, last one to deal with is going to be Skarmory. Which is interesting. I don't have too much in terms of damage output to Skarmory. And I believe Skarmory also does know Brave Bird, which this person has clearly just decided to throw all forms of defense out the window. So I can respect in some sense. I mean, who really needs defense anyway? When their Pokemon can live on like that much HP and still be able to fire off their charge move, dang it. Is it gonna be the Brave Bird? It is gonna be Brave Bird. Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, that is going to be loss number 1 of this set. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and agreed. Delibird Spotlight Hour, definitely keeping my eyes on that. Yeah, I'm hoping to find a good spot. I'm probably I hope I have like a park around my work or something that I can probably do Spotlight Hour for. I usually hit up like a mall like nearby, but considering it's Christmas Eve that night, that's probably not a good idea to wander into like the mall areas. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out for what my ideal Delibird hunting area would be. But I do agree with you, Joa. That is indeed I indeed gotta capitalize on Delibird Spotlight Hour. Gotta get those Stardust gains. Gotta catch all them Santa birds. It's the Stardust gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, right now, as Joe mentioned, we're currently 1-1. Let's see if we can go 2-2 as 2-1. I'm sorry. As we we crashed. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Please tell me it didn't count. Please tell me it didn't count. Please tell me it didn't count. I hate when that happens. been happening more and more recently. It's frustrating. It happens at least once every time for these. I swear. Oh, it did still count. Shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. At least people got back in kind of early. We are on the back foot though in terms of this battle, so that's a little concerning. Oh, apparently we've been getting still some energy though, so I guess there's that. Anywho, I guess I'll let this go. It'll be foul play. There's hurt quite a bit, but otherwise we're still able to fire off a surf their way. Throw out your number one. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, we'll see if we can bait out at least the last shield, or if they're just gonna let this one go. Going for a Hail Mary body slam. Okay, yeah, we let that go. Fair. With that, I'm going to swap right on out for my ferret. And I'll go ahead and let this one go. Gonna be a foul play. Hurts a little bit, not gonna lie. With that, next one we're dealing with is going to be their own ferret. Going in on a break. We'll get them about half health. Go ahead and let this next one go. I'm guessing it's going to be break. Yep. Doesn't hurt, but does lower our defense, which is going to be kind of a problem. Okay, we are able to punch down the rest of the ferret. Now we're face to face with their Shadow Sableye. Yeah, I'll have to let this one go. We'll say goodbye to our Annihilate here. Alright, people, he's done well. Okay, I will need to use my final shield here, though, because I need to keep my ferret alive. And then we are able to knock out the rest of the Sableye. And the last one I do it is going to be Aurorus. And we do have Brick Break. It is 4 times effective. Is it going to be enough to knock out Aurorus, though? Not enough to knock out. Okay, it does get them well into the yellow, but unfortunately, we will still be losing this matchup here. In my defense on this one, and you are all my witness, we did actually, the game kicked us out at the very beginning of the match, so we have an excuse. And I feel like we did as best as we could to bounce back. I don't know. It could be me coping, but yeah. That could be my cope, but I do feel like, well, my game like crashed. Look at that. That's nasty. There's void and everything. But yeah, I appreciate the update, Joe. We'll call it. We got a half win last time. We'll get a half loss this time. I like it. But yeah. I think on that note, I do need to reset my game real quick. Give me 1 second. Apologies for the lack of background music. But yeah, that was tragic. A tragic way to go, but it is what it is. But yeah. Also an opportunity right now to grab some water real quick. Always remember to stay hydrated. Game's struggling a little bit to get back online. There we go. We got loading screen. I believe we are back. Take another quick drink for good luck. Good luck for the rest of the stream. Here's hoping. Okay. Looks like everything's returned back to normal. I'll go ahead and swing back here. Yes, always remember to stay hydrated. Okay, with all of that said, right now we're currently 1 win and 2 losses. But let's see if we can go for tie everything up here as we look for match number 4. There's all the words I'm looking for. And match number 4 of this set is going to be up against Art Bulb. Alright, Art Bulb, what do you got? First matchup's gonna be up against an Altaria. I didn't even know Altaria was available for this matchup. Okay, cool. Alright, I should have gone for it. Dang, that was a bad play. That was a bad call on my part, I'm not gonna lie. But I opted to go for the Annihilate, so we'll ride it out with Annihilate. Probably coming in with the Gyro Ball, probably result some pretty nasty neutral damage if anything. I'll take the blame on the bad read, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was not the most well played play on my part. Probably gotta let that go, honestly. Gotta let that go. I think I'm fumbling a little bit. Trying to double down on a play that I really shouldn't be doubling down on. I was really hoping for Ice Punch, but it's okay. I don't know why I'm flustered. I'm flustered a little bit on this matchup. Oh, let Leo. I think I've seen someone trying to run the Leo once. I don't know how to react to the Leo. The Leo's cool. Does the Leo know anything like super heavy hitting? I'm about to find out. The Flame Charge. Okay, so not anything heavy hitting right off the bat, but it does increase Incinerate's damage, which is going to be rather scary to deal with moving forward. Okay, they're coming in with another charge move. It's going to be another Flame Charge. The Incinerate damage is no joke now. Holy moly. Go ahead and knock out the rest of the Leo. Can go for Body Slam. Is it going to be enough to get within, either knock out the Altaria or get within knockout range? Nope. It's over. Yep. And they also had a charge move ready, so unfortunately, yeah, the Annihilate play kind of screwed me over in the end there. So, you know what? I'll fully take that as my, that was a full loss on my end. That was just a terrible switch in. I saw the steel typing of Doublade, and I'm like, oh, steel, I have a fighting type. Let's throw that in. I completely forgot about the ghost typing all around. So, you know what? It happens. Again, maybe a little bit on coping on my end, but, you know. A bad read on my part, but, you know, it happens. It is what it is. Either way, RIPs on our end, but GG's. GG's all around. And BW Deco, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciate. Apologies if you're tuning in on listening on any potential levels of salt, as well as a lot of copium. Tends to happen when I'm on the bad end of a set. But anyway, let's see how we do against Dan the Immortal for our final match. Oh. This is gonna be a struggle. Anyway, first matchup is gonna be the mirror. It's gonna be Celio v Celio. Okay, they did opt to go for another Powder Snow, so they are building up on energy. We don't get to find out who wins the CMP tie here just yet. Okay, go ahead and let this next one go. Gonna be the Body Slam. Come on inside, and welcome to the gym. Yeah. Did they really have that much energy? It feels like they got like to that energy a lot faster than. Okay, they win the CMP tie. Interesting. Okay, for another body slam. Yeah, I think our CDO is pretty low, if not pretty much zero on in terms of attack power anyway. So I guess it's not too surprising that I lose the DMP tie on that. Now let this go. Say goodbye to my Celio here. RIP buddy, you've done well. And with that, we are able to counter down the rest of the Celio, get ourselves a little bit of energy stored up for whatever mon they bring in next. And the next mon is going to be the Leo. If I had nickel for every time I encounter a Leo, I'd have 2. This isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice. Yeah, shout out to anyone who's been using this opportunity to build up their Leos, man. That's a flex in and of itself. Anyway, we are able to counter down the rest of their Leo. And that last mon to deal with is going to be more Pekko. And with that, we are actually able to punch down the rest of the Morpeko and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. You can see why they opted to bring the Leo in first. But yeah. It was a well-fought battle. Yeah, unfortunately, well, I guess we did get 1 win due to lag, so I guess that evened out, and we got 1 loss due to technical difficulties, so, you know, I'll take the trade. We do still get 2 wins out of 5 for this, so we do still get the 2400 Stardust, and we get ourselves 1 rare candy. And with that, we are ever so close to rank 15. Getting there, we're getting there. Anyway, I believe set 3 was the 5-0, which I forgot to update that number. But set 4 will be 2 wins out of 5. Okay, and with that said, taking another quick opportunity to get some water. Always remember to stay hydrated. Okay. But yeah. So to kind of recap how we've been doing throughout the night. Start out the night a little bit on the rough side but still kind of in the middle with 2 wins out of 5. Set 2 we were able to bounce back with 4 wins out of 5. Albeit I think one of those near the end was a win condition due to lag, which is kind of a bummer. But set number 3 I think was, well, I'm not sure if I missed any lag moments, but from what I can tell there was no lag moments, and we were able to get ourselves the cool 5-0. And then set number 4, unfortunately back in the negative, but again kind of in the middle with 2 wins out of 5. So all in all I think not too bad for tonight. What was it? We have 7 losses overall and 9, 10, 11, 13 wins overall. So we're doing good. 13 wins, 7 losses. Yeah. So far, so good. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into the next set. And yeah, we'll see if we're still feeling it. I think we have 1 more bonus set that we can do after this, but we'll see how it plays out. In any event, we'll go ahead and jump into the basic awards, jump into the Holiday Cup. Sorry, readjusting in the chair. And to reintroduce the team that we'll be using for these battles, we're starting things out with Celio in the front, rocking Powder Snow, Body Slam, and a Surf. In the middle, we have Furret, who's rocking Sucker Punch, Swift, and a Brick Break. And then closing everything out, we have Annihilate, who's rocking Counter, Rage Fist, and Ice Punch. Okay, so this is the squad. Let's go ahead and jump back into it and see how we do for set number 5 of the night. And match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Dreadhead 24. Alright, Dreadhead, let's see what you got. First matchup is going to be up against a Jumpluff. Actually, really solid start for us here. Okay, I think they're capitalizing on the fact that I don't have any ice-type charge moves on my end, which, you know what, that's fair. That's a fair read. Excuse me, they could be coming in with Energy Ball. See how well we tank. The answer is we don't really, but I mean, the good news is we're still alive and we're still able to do good damage with our powder snows, and we are able to take out the jump left with a real quick body slam. Ooh. Was really hoping I'd be able to at least get off the surf, but unfortunately that is a no-go. Now we're face to face with their Alolan Marowak. Might check a shield here in case they're rocking Fire Blast. This is gonna be Bone Club. Okay. The fact that they're still like fighting it out just kind of gives me that vibe, like they might be rocking. They could very well be rocking the Fire Blast. I don't know. I have a sneaking suspicion. But if the other move is Bone Club, then I'm okay with was it? Tanking out for or fighting out with the Annihilate in the end. But with that, last mon that we're fighting off against is actually going to be an Altaria. Can I survive a Sky Attack? I don't think I can. I'm gonna try tank it anyway. That might have been a mistake. The attempt was there, but it was poorly executed. I think the need for Walrein to have stayed alive at the end of this one was very prevalent right now. Okay, we see this battle through to the end. Going for another Swift. I'm going to clear out the last shield. Ooh, it is going to be the double knockout, but unfortunately the Altaria lives to see another day, so that's going to be loss number 1 in this set. RIPs there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and on a side note, we did get the last reward, or the last requirement needed for page 1 of the Go Battle League time research, so we'll take a quick moment, claim these fast and charge TMs and all of this Stardust. Ooh, and a couple of Rare Candy XLs. I'll take it. Okay, and we're off to page 2. Oh, and gaming for the recently deceased. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream, and I appreciate the condolences with the good attempt. We tried our best. We didn't succeed, but we tried our best. In any event, we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. Let's see how we do with match number 2 of this set, which is going to be up against Rival Spence. Alright, Rival Spence, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Palmot. Palmot. Okay. Oh, Palmot. Palmot's cool. What's Palmot know? I'm gonna check a shield. I can't remember exactly what Palmot knows. It is gonna be wild. It's the wild charge. Sorry, I was going for the theme of wild thing, but I kind of lost the sauce at some random point in that. My apologies. Anyway. I'm gonna let this go. Well, last time it was Sky Attack and that hurt quite a bit. I'm guessing Air Cutter is gonna be kind of similar. Yeah. The good news is though is that Sand Attack doesn't do too much pressure back against us, so we're pretty good on that end. And we are actually able to counter down the rest of the Corviknight before they get to the next Air Cutter. Okay, going for another Rage Fist. Reaction number 1, take it. Go ahead and let this one go. Under Flame Charge. Whoop. Swapping right on out for a Palmot. Check out my final shield here. Yeah, it's gonna be the close combat. Very thankful I checked the shield here. Okay, going for a break. Oh, opted not to shield on that one. Okay. Going for fly. Oof. Okay. Going for another brick. Popping out for the seal. Gonna say goodbye to the seal. Oh no, not yet. Ooh, we actually are able to powder snow down the rest of the Talonflame and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's all around. Oh, I appreciate the compliments on the comeback. Thank you very much, BW Deco. And agreed, Fly not Brave Bird was unexpected. Oh yeah, the Palma versus Celio was rough. But we found a way. We found a way to come back. Oh yeah, I think we got lucky with Fly being the go-to move for Talonflame instead of Brave Bird. Albeit we did have Ferd in the back with who probably could have Sucker Punched the rest of Talonflame at the very end, but in any event. Yeah, they probably weren't feeling too much on the debuffs. They put all the debuffs on Palmot, and they're like, I don't know if I want Talonflame to also debuff, but I don't know. We fought someone earlier who had 2 Pokemon with Brave Bird and then 1 with Wild Charge, so I mean, you know, sometimes maybe the best offense is to forego all defense, you know, sometimes it works. Anyway. Besides that, we've ran into an error. That was unfortunate. Hopefully that's not an ominous sign. We'll see. But now we're jumping into match number 3 of this set, which is going to against Hyleheb. Alright, Hyleheb, what do you got? First round's going to be up against a Dunsparce. Okay. So just swap on out of there and bring in our Furret. They have to go swap out for a Corviknight. Okay. I am okay with this for the most part. They are rocking Air Slash instead of Sand Attack, so they actually do have a little bit more, I think, fast move pressure. If I'm remembering correctly, I could be wrong. I don't know how much less they charge though. That's my only caveat. Seems like they're able to still get to Air Cutter pretty quickly. So they do still have that at the very least. Do I dare? I will go ahead and shield. We'll keep our Ferd alive for a little bit longer. Ferd out here holding the line, clearing the Corviknight. Reduce your return to Dunsparce, so it's gonna be Mon number 3. It looks like it is indeed the return of the Dunsparce. So I saw the normal typing. Was about to assume it was Dunsparce, but they could be rocking like Furret or Licky or something. Very possible. I don't deny it. Yeah, I think with that we'll go ahead and let our Furret go here. R.I.P. buddy, you have done well. With that, we'll go ahead and show our final mon, which is Annihilate, who is now face to face with a Shadow Lapras. So actually our counter damage is coming in real handy here. The Psywave damage is not too favorable, but otherwise we're hanging in okay. Lapras coming in with the Surf. Able to block that out, and we're able to clear out the rest of the Lapras. And that's going to be return of the Dunsparce. Go ahead and go for one more buff here with a real quick Rage Fist. And just hope that we can go all in on fast move damage, and hopefully we don't just get one-shotted out of Oblivion by this drill run. That's going to be Rock Slide. Okay, yeah, we definitely handle Rock Slide. And with that, we are able to counter down the rest of the Dunsparce and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Yeah. Easy clap. But yeah, we got very lucky that the last monster they had were all weak to fighting. Okay, well with that, we are currently in the positive with 2 wins and 1 loss. Let's see if we can go for win number 3 here as we go into match number 4 of this set, which is going to be against Becquerel 03 or Besseril 03. Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Vigoroth. Not to play my hardest counter here, but that's really my best shot against Vigoroth, and that is going to be our Annihilate, into which case I'm still actually in pretty good shape against this Dunsparce. Not gonna lie. It's not as hard of a counter, but I think it's still arguably a counter. Okay, we'll go ahead and let this go. I'm guessing this is going to be Drill Run. Yep. I guess it's still about half health. And with that, just to keep our Annihilate alive as long as we possibly can. Go ahead and check out the shield here. And we're able to counter down the rest of the Dunsparce. Then next mono facing off against is going to be Corviknight. Okay. Might be a risk to bring back. Yep. All in the name of bringing back out the Vigoroth. And just doing as much damage as we can to the Vigoroth before our inevitable demise. Going for the Surf. Actually able to get them all into the yellow, so we'll still take that. Now going for a real quick Bottaslium with the option number 1. I'm not sure if this will knock us out, honestly. If it does, I'm gonna be kind of bummed, but okay, no. Corviknight coming in with the throwing sand in our eyes. How dare. Go ahead and check up one more shield here. Guessing it's going to be the Air Cutter. And just to test our luck, we'll go ahead and see if we can, punch down this. Okay. Unfortunately, no. But I think we should still be able to sucker punch down, Corviknight before they get to the next heavy hitting charge move. And we are able to secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, no matter what, we're ending this in positive with 3 wins and 1 loss. Let's see if we can get ourselves one more win here as we go into match number 5 of this set, which is going to be up against Chris 1425. Alright, Chris, what do you got? First round's going to be against, hey, it's the Charjabug. You actually get to see a Charjabug today. Nice. Swapping in for the Shadow Annihilate. Excuse me. Excuse me. Going for the brick break. We actually do take the shield, so that's kind of nice. I will go ahead and I'll check a shield here. Let's keep our bird alive for a little bit longer. Maybe get one more brick break in before our inevitable demise. Question mark? Maybe, possibly. Going for the brick break. Able to clear out their last shield. And with that, coming in with our own Annihilate. We'll go ahead and check a shield here because Shadow boost plus their other Rage Fist boosts equals not fun times. Just throwing it out there. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off our own Rage Fist their way. Clear out the rest of the Annihilate. Now it's going to be Return of the Charge Bug. Of course, we are taking some pretty nasty damage from their Volt Switches, and I'm pretty sure very soon the damage from their Discharge hurts quite a bit, not gonna lie. Back on for more damage with our Rage Fist. It's just a matter of how much damage are we going to be taking from their discharges. Are they going back-to-back discharge? And can we survive back-to-back discharge? Okay, yeah, we can. If we really needed to, we could. Okay, well, with that, last one to deal with is going to be Diggersby. Okay. The good news is we did have super effective damage to Diggersby. The bad news is Diggersby is quite a kind of a tank, so it's an uphill battle to clear out Diggersby. Okay. Also, our attack got debuffed, so I'm not sure if we have enough in us to. Oh, we did. We still had enough damage in us to be able to powder snow down the rest of the Charger Bug and secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. I'm sorry, Celio, for ever doubting you. Okay, well with that we're able to end in another positive set. 4 wins out of 5. So you can go ahead and claim the 2400 Stardust. We have to clear out some items. What do I want to clear? I'll clear like 14 raspberries. Sure. Trade that for a silver pineapple. Somehow transformed for a bunch of raspberries into a pineapple berry, but let's not think about it too hard. We also got ourselves 3 rare candies, and we got a rookie. Hey. Okay, got this rookie D. Real quick, drink of water. Always remember to stay hydrated. Okay, with that, pretty high IVs, but I still got to transfer you out. And with that, we have definitely made our way up to rank 15. Let's go. Okay, and actually on that note, I believe we have one more set that we can do. And since we're on the special 15th, rank 15, we'll go ahead and get that done so we can get into our final, the final 5 to where AJ's at rank 20. Also, congrats on rank 20. Yeah. Admittedly, I didn't capitalize too much on. I honestly thought Go Battle Week wasn't gonna like literally start off the season, so I kind of sat on my laurels. Sat on my laurels? Is that the phrase? Is that phrasing? I don't know, but I kind of missed out on Go Battle Week, and I'm kind of bummed about it. But yeah. Oh, 1950. Hey, that's a pretty solid rank. I like it. Solid ELO. Hoping I'll be able to maintain a pretty good ELO in my start, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes as we get closer. And Joe, before I joined the stream, I claimed an encounter in the Gold Battle League, and I was a rookie D. When I checked, it was a hundo. Hey, that's legit. But yeah, can never go wrong with a hundo. The last cup was really hard for me. What was the last cup? Last cup was Scroll Cup. Yeah, Scroll Cup was a little. Scroll Cup was a little rough. I won't lie. Scroll Cup's a little hit or miss. It was very can we say RPS? I can't remember if Scroll Cup was. I think RPS was. I think Scroll Cup was kind of RPS. I could be wrong. But anyway. But yeah. I'm hoping Holiday Cup's at least treating you well. And if not, hopefully Ultra Holiday Cup will treat just as well. If not, if you fare well, I think the week after this is gonna be Great League's back. So if you do well in Open Great League, I think that'll be good too. That what's next? Yes. Next up is Great League, and then Ultra League edition of Holiday Cup. Or if you do well in Master League, that's I think that's active right now. But yeah. Well, either way, we have plenty of season to go. So the bad news is some of the cups we run into rough luck. But the good news is we have a lot of theme cups and a lot of Open League to battle through. So I believe. Scroll Cup started the day I got a 1500 Bastion on. Dang. The one time the Bastion was ready. It's like, nope, gotta wait a few weeks. Got a few weeks to bring in the wall. I try to avoid Bastion. Personally, I try to avoid Bastion like the plague, but I do have one that's pretty good PvP IVs. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm slowly but surely building it up. The wall dark side is calling me. I don't know if I'll ever cross it, but if I ever do, there is a Great League eligible, there's a PvP eligible Bastion waiting for me. Ooh, 1500 CP Corsola, nice. I'm guessing Galarian. Unless you're somehow rocking the OG Johto Corsola, into which case, I mean, you have my utmost respect if you do. I like to see it. But yeah. Anywho. Ooh, a high hit point team. The absolute units. Just gonna be the wall. The wall that everyone's gotta try and find a way to chip away at. That's both amazing and disgusting. But yeah. Wish you all the best for your Great League runs. I hope I never run into that team. But yeah. Anywho, speaking of running into teams, I realized last match was the set right before this was our 100th battle. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense because we completed the research. Duh. How many wins we got out of this? That'll be 60. Oh, we entered into I think 66% in our win rate. We're probably somewhere still around there, like maybe like 60. I don't know, 67, 68 maybe. 69, I don't know. Anywho, regardless of that, we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. Since we're in the rank 15 match, feels like a good place to end off this current set. So yeah, we'll see if we can jump actually into the premium rewards to up our rare candy gains. And with that, we'll go ahead and jump right back into the Holiday Cup. What's my favorite Great League Pokemon? Ooh. If we're talking current meta, I find I do enjoy having Furret on the team. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it's becoming like Vigoroth, where it's like the star of like every themed cup kind of a Pokemon. But if there's any reason why I like this one more than when Vigoroth had its time to shine, is that Furret is cuter. So you can't hate Furret. Look at its face. It's adorable. It's an absolute menace to society, but it's an adorable menace to society. I did enjoy when Annihilate was like heavy meta relevant. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. I do tend to play Gastrodon a lot. I think, yeah, Mud Slap is rather OP. Plus, having the water typing makes it neutral to like any ice type coverage that I think a lot of people have against mud typers or mud slappers. Well, neutral against ice and water typing, which I think makes Gastrodon even more of a powerhouse in that regard. It's good against Bastiodon. Sorry to your Bastiodon, but it's good against Bastiodon. Yeah. Yeah, I think my go-to as of recent has probably been Gastrodon. Yeah, Gastrodon's good. Comes out with a game in every matchup. That is true. Can never go wrong with a good Gastrodon. As someone who's currently like heavily leading on Gastrodon, I do admit they should probably find a way to nerf Mud Slappers in general. Honestly, they're kind of a menace. Anywho, we could do it after the season. Let me enjoy the presence of Gastrodon a little bit longer. But yeah. Anyway, Talonflame's a good one. I like Talonflame. Arguably one of the best Incinerate users in the meta. I really wish Skeledirge worked a little bit better, but I feel like Skeledirge is a little clunky. I don't know. Maybe with the fact that Shadow Ball is a little bit cheaper, it might run a little bit better, but I had high hopes for Skeledirge. I still try to run Skeledirge wherever I can, but yeah, if we're going to run Incinerate, it's hard to beat Talonflame. As long as you're not throwing a rock at Talonflame, it'll do wonders for you. But yeah, I like Talonflame. Talonflame's cool. Yeah, you have a preferred moveset on Talonflame out of curiosity? While I talk through the moveset of our current team that we'll be using for our final set of the night, which is a Celio in the front who's rocking Powder Snow, Body Slam, and Surf. We have Furret with Sucker Punch, Swift, and Brick Break. And we have Annihilate with Counter, Rage Fist, and Ice Punch. Yeah, the Mud Sloppers are a problem for Skeledirge. I think that's the main reason why it doesn't have the flying type is really beneficial for Talonflame in that regard, in that it pretty much cancels out the Mud Slapper problem. But the only one that may give it trouble is probably Gastrodon if it hits Water Pulse just right. But or even I guess Marowak could give it problems if you hit Rock Slide just right, but since I think Marowak I think is less bulky, plus it only takes neutral damage from all the moves from Talonflame, you have a much better chance on that. That's true. Ghosts aren't too big of a problem for it. It's bulky enough to be able to survive anything Ghost Throw. The only thing I think it has to worry about is probably like maybe in the front due to like the spamminess of like Shadow Punch or something from like Dusclops or even Dusknoir. I'm assuming that probably be the only thing it has to worry about, but you're right. Incinerate goes hard, but unfortunately the slapping of mud is not something Skeledirge likes to deal with. But anywho. But yeah. RIPs to the Skeledirge. Maybe someday it'll find its way back into the meta. It just needs a little extra something. Yeah. Oh, AFCA Danny, hello, welcome to the stream. Feeling it in my fingers. Feeling it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. GG's all around us. Saw the GG grow. Coming in very poetic out here. Coming in with the feeling was it manifesting all the GG's. I respect it. I'm hoping for GG's that end in wins in our favor for the most part, but you know, any game's a GG kind of a game. Okay, well, 90% of games are good games, I would argue. Sometimes it can get kind of BS depending on if the game state wants to, how the game is holding itself is holding up. But anyway, by the ways, the GG's will be all around. And I agree, AJ. The slappers need a nerf. We need to nerf the mud slaps again. It's getting out of hand. There's too much mud being slapped around. But yeah, the good news, at least with this team, is that we're pretty good at dealing with anything that's mud slapping. I'm pretty sure. But we'll see as we jump into match number 1 of this set, which is going to be up against Pet Aguila. Alright, Pet Aguila, what do you got? First round is going to be up against a Shadow Marowak. Buddy. Immediately swapping out. They're swapping out for the Licky Licky. We're swapping out for our Furret. The good news is the Rocking Shadow Ball, then we pretty much shut that down. Yeah. And we do still have to deal with the ever spamming bodice slams. But we do have a way to at least chip away at the level of defense of this Licky Licky with our Bricky Breaky. Okay, we'll go ahead and let this next one go. I think this will get us either deep in the yellow or right to the red. Deep in the yellow it is. Okay. Go ahead and go for another Brick Break to be off the shield, or they let their Licky Licky go. Let their Licky Licky go. Goodbye, Licky Licky. Okay, do they come back in with Shadow Marowak, or are they bringing in Mon number 3? They're bringing in Mon number 3 in the form of an Obstagoon. Okay. Coming in with our Annihilate, into which case they swap out for their Marowak, into which case we swap out for our Celio. For the most part, we are still taking some pretty nasty neutral damage from their fire spins. But at the very least, we do have our own secret weapon of sorts in the form of our Surfs. Okay, and before we continue the match, they've opted to call it a night here, so we are able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that right now, we're currently 1-0. Let's see if we can go 2-0 as we now jump into our next match of the set, which is going to be up against Bulagab. Alright, Bulagab, what do you got? First round is going to be up against a Dunsparce. Go ahead and nope on out of there and swap right on in for our Furret. That actually opting to swap in for their Wiggly. It's the Wiggly. Go ahead and strike back with a real quick break. Get some good neutral damage in there. Okay, do I dare? I think I will. We'll go ahead and check a shield here. keep our Furt alive for a little bit longer. Go ahead and strike back with another real quick break. Can we sucker punch him down for the next charge move? Ooh, no, we cannot. I will let this go. I'll bring in the Celio. We'll go ahead and power snow down the rest of the Wiggly. Okay, bringing in the Annihilate. We'll go ahead and try and tank out this next charge move. It'll be Rock Slide. Okay, so we handle. And with that, last one to deal with is going to be Talon Flame. I feel like the game took an extra second that I really couldn't afford to fire off the Rage Fist, but it's okay. I'll let this go. Let's say goodbye to my Annihilate here. Alright, people, you've done well. Okay, check up our last shield here. They do still have both of their shields left, which is really not ideal for us. Okay. It's also a matter of how well we're able to survive Rock Slide. Surf. Yeah, tank it. Unless we're somehow able to find a way to. Okay, yeah, no. I was about to say, like, if we find a way to survive the get enough health left on the Rock Slide, we have to find a way to get enough energy to be able to bait out a shield, knock out the Dunsparce, and be able to Powder Snow down the rest of the Talon Flame, or somehow get even more energy to knock out the Talon Flame. But we pretty much just had to do all of that within the span of one rollout. So yeah, that wasn't happening. But yeah, anywho, RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Yeah, that was just a rough pairing all around for us. There was no, we did the best we could. We tried our best. Anywho, we're currently 1-1. Let's see if we can go 2-1 here as we go against Free or Rock for match number 3. Alright, Free or Rock, what do you got? First round's going to be up against a Corviknight. Hello, Corviknight. How are you today? Oh, excuse me. I'm guessing they're going to be spamming a fair amount of air cutters our way. Probably getting a good amount of attack, not attack debuffs, attack buffs potentially their way. Okay, go ahead and let this next one go. Going for an air cutter. Should gain the attack buff. And let's see, would they try to protect their Corviknight, or would they have let this go? Find out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Not particularly a great read on my part, which is, you know, it is what it is. Anywho. Okay. Going for Surf this time around. Probably could have also gone for the Body Slam because it would have knocked out, but going for the Surf, clearing the Corviknight. Let's see what Mon number 2 is gonna be. It is gonna be the Talon Flame. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and check a shield in case they're going straight for a Brave Bird and dip. It's gonna be the Flame Charge. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, Okay, so I think they should be one away from... Go ahead and check on the final shield here. There'll be another flame charge, okay. Okay, do they respect the Swift? Respect the Swift, okay. That's another one. Ooh. If they're hitting me straight with the Brave Bird, it's all over. Or even if they hit me with Fly at this point, since they're double boosted, it's all over. Yeah. I played that one terribly. I'm not gonna lie to you, I played that one terribly. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, well, anywho. With that said, let's see. We're currently 1 win and 2 losses, but let's see if we can tie it all up here as we go into match number 4 of this set, which is going to be against Mario. 9-10, 3-11. Alright, Mario. What you got? Starting things out with a Cradley. Okay. And we'll fire off our charge move first. We'll take it. Going for the Surf for some neutral damage. Not bad. Let's see. I'm not even 100% sure how well I'm able to tank even a Rock Tomb. Maybe about half health, I'm thinking? It's a little under half health, but otherwise, still alive, so. You know what? Well, we'll count that as a win in some regards. Going for the Surf, able to clear out the rest of the Cradley. And with that, next one to deal with is going to be the return of the Talon Flame. I'm pretty sure I didn't have enough in me to get to Surf, so just going straight for a Body Slam. Ooh, it's a Shadow Talon Flame too. Okay. Ooh, going straight for the Brave Bird. Okay. I respect the possibly a sign of a Brave Bird and dip. Yes, it is. Coming out for the Stunfisk. Okay, bringing in Annihilate just because I don't know if I like the idea of Annihilate having to fight off against Talon Flame after this. Went on without a little bit of extra help from some Rage Fists. Okay, coming in with the Mud Bomb. And then with another Rage Fist. Oh no! Did I done goof? Did I done goof? I might have done goofed. Shoot. I done goofed. I done goofed! I let Talon Flame get enough energy for another Brave Bird. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was so dumb. Man. I thought I had a play going there, but I was just too slow for that. Joining the team wrong, the opening Pokemon should be the Stunfisk and Corviknight the Swaves off. Well, it beat me, so... You know what? I guess... Yeah. I don't argue against the idea of yeah, swapping that out, but it got me in the end, so they're doing something right, I guess. Or I'm just doing something horribly, horribly wrong, which I don't deny that possibility either. Apologies if I'm being a little bit downer. I'm running into situations where every time I do the premiere rewards, I do terribly. Which sucks because it cost me a battle pass. Battle pass? Premier pass. Which that's that freaking sucks. Anyway. But you know what? Fair. You know what? We'll blame it on the OP-ness of Talonflame. That's a fair assessment. Talonflame is the bane of my existence right now. The Crimson Bird of Death. I like that. Yeah, apologies if I'm crashing out a little bit. I feel like I just wasted like essentially like, what is it, 100 Pokecoins? Which I think is adding more stakes than I should have afforded to. Or is it 150? It's 100, okay. It's okay. Knew the risk coming into it, and just plus we still get 3. We have 1 win under our belt, so we still get 3 rare candies, so I can't complain on that regard. And we're getting to rank 16 no matter what. So again, you know, looking on all the positives, we don't lose that much if we go 1 and 4 in this set. I'm still hoping for 2 and 3 or 2 and 5. No, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. I'm still hoping for 2 and 3. But if we go 1 and 4, you know, it's a no pressure season overall. It's a no pressure rank because we're going to rank 16 no matter what. So maybe this is all copium, but it's okay. It's okay. Just gotta take a minute to breathe. You know. Anyway. Oh, and I should probably also say Tanarus BG, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Sorry, it was kind of a while ago, but I appreciate the follow nonetheless. Thank you. Oh yeah. Okay. Apologies again. I'm having my little crash out moment right now, but getting a little tilted. But we can blame it all on, as AJ mentioned, the Crimson Bird of Death. So death was inevitable against the Talonflame. I appreciate the goat emoji, Tanaris. That's pretty cool. Those glasses, it's rocking those glasses. My goodness. But anyway, no matter what, we're in this in the negative. We're 1 win, we're 3 losses. We might as well see if we get ourselves 1 more win here to close everything out. We'll see if we do just that as we go into match number 5 of this set, which is going to be up against Papu 3453. Alright, Papu, what do you got? First round. Once again, the Crimson Bird of Death. It is the Talonflame. The good news, though, is, well, he swapped out, but the good news was that of all the matchups that we could have started against Talonflame, we had Celio up at the front, so we were actually in a pretty good spot in that regard. But they have opted to swap in for the Furret, into which case we swap in for our Annihilate. It is still a trailblazing Furret, interestingly enough. So with that, we are able to counter down the rest of the Furret, and now we're face to face once again with the Talonflame. I'll check back up real quick. Rage Fist. I think with that, we'll go ahead and let our Annihilate go here. It's going to be Flame Charge. RIP Annihilate, you've done well. That coming in with the Celio against their Talonflame. Coming in with the Body Slam, able to slam away one of their shields. Go ahead and check up our first shield here. Keep our Celio protected no matter what they throw our way. It's going to be Flame Charge. It does some pretty nasty neutral damage if anything. That it's going to deal with is going to be their Cradily. In which case we'll go ahead and bring in our Furret. Cradily coming in with the Rock Tomb. Okay. I'll go ahead and strike back with a real quick Brick Breaku. Doesn't do too much bad damage by itself, but does still get them, lowers their defense. It gets them a little bit into, into the red. What am I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. I don't really remember what I was talking about, if I had to be honest with you. Okay, with that, we return once again. Celio, V, Talon Flame. Okay, going for the shield. They're coming in with Flame Charge. We have Body Slam at the ready. And unless the Crimson Bird of Death is bulkier than I think, we have achieved Vindication. And we have cleared through the Talon Flame and secured ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. His winning condition was his Cradley. Fair enough. Probably should have chuck up that last shield. Probably keep their Cradley a little bit alive for a little bit longer. Do chip damage and probably lower our attack on our Celio. Or knock us out possibly. Or take out our last shield and let Talon Flame sweep. But we made it through. At the end of the day, we'll still take it. And we can go ahead and claim ourselves 6 rare candies. You know what? I'd argue it wasn't as much of a waste of a premium reward pass, because that would have taken us 3 wins instead of the 2 that we got to get the same amount of rare candies. So there's my extra copium. Played really good. Oh, thank you. Also, Nat Woodley, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, I do have to apologize though. I think this was the last set that we have left on our that we have left for tonight. I could try and double check to see if we do have one more secretly under our rank as we make our way up to rank 16 first and foremost. Oh yeah, sorry, that was the last set of the night, but I appreciate you stopping by either way. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, and I do have to apologize for if you happen to catch a little bit of the salt near the end, or for anyone who's had to sit through my salt. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm not the most graceful of losers. So you know what, this is a good season to try and work on that, because it's a low pressure season. So, you know, just take it easy, you know, learn from our mistakes, and hopefully we'll be able to battle well moving forward. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Nat Woodley. I still appreciate you stopping by. Anyway, great to see you. Hey, good seeing you too. If we ever get to Forever Friends, what would you want in Lucky Trade? That's quite a while away. That's still. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge, I think, again when we get to it, if that's okay with you. You never know. Something might actually be released during the time while we're still trying to figure out what we want to, like, lucky remote trade. And yeah, we might maybe that will be our go-to to trade then. But yeah, for now, apologies, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head what I'm looking forward to trading when we get to Forever Friends. We'll probably need some extra time to figure that one out. Yeah, we'll get something set up though. I swear, it will happen. There we go. Go try playing on multiple accounts. I think I do actually have a second account there, but it's kind of been abandoned for the most part, and I'm not sure if I'm feeling up to. I'm already pretty well spent on trying to build up like this account. I'm not sure if I'm quite was it quite ready to take on the task of building up an entirely separate account for battles as well. But maybe sometime in the future we'll resurrect the account and get everything ready for going through like battles and stuff on an alternate account. But yeah, for now we gotta keep getting good with the account that we have. Yeah. We're working on getting this one up and running, and admittedly I still haven't hit legend rank in any of the seasons past, so I think maybe that'll be the stretch goal. The goal is first to get our main account, our lone account, into legend first, albeit in a season that does allow for legend ranking. Yeah, we'll work on getting to legend first with this account, and then once we're squared away on that, then we can start getting another account built up to do more PvP stuff in. But yeah. Oh, and to answer your question, AJ, earlier on why I'm such a low rank, yeah, outside of the stream, admittedly, I don't participate in battles as much, and just trying to find the time to be able to do battles on my own is admittedly kind of a challenge, but we'll figure. I'll try to do like battles here and there to try and keep my rank up. But anyway, that could also be the reason why I never really hit legend rank all too often. It's just I don't commit as much battles into it, but we'll work on it. We're getting there. Anyway. Oh yeah, Joe. I'll see you in the next one. GG's all around. And I appreciate your recaps on the throughout. You're able to provide some win-loss counts here and there. I think it helped a couple times because I kind of lost track a few times here and there. But yeah. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, I guess with all that said and done, excuse me, the battle's complete. That'll pretty much do it for this stream. Thank you very much to everyone who tuned in to the stream. Thank you very much over on Twitch, BW Deco and Tanaris BG for the follows. Much appreciate. And throughout the chat, thank you very much to Joe, Nat Woodley, AJ, Tanaris, AFCA Danny, BW Deco, Gaming for the Recently Deceased, Joa Saldana, Austin, Ganapati / Chaitanya, Legend, T987, Reloading / Kushi, I think, Sarab, Malin. I know I'm forgetting a bunch of people. Oh, Devish, Joan. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, and I apologize. Gooby lost last war. Yeah, I apologize if I totally missed anyone, but yeah. Oh yeah, GG mate, have a good one. Yeah, you too, AFCA Danny. Yeah, thank you very much to everyone who stopped by, chatted throughout the stream. Always appreciated. Apologize if I yap a little bit too much sometimes. Always like a good conversation every now and again. But yeah, if you do want to check out any future streams, you can of course subscribe to us on YouTube and or follow us on Twitch. And speaking of Twitch, if you want to catch up on any of the streams that are exclusive to Twitch, the VODs for those are saved on our sister YouTube channel, Voyage Archives. And lastly, if you want to keep up to date on our weekly stream schedules, as well as just check our daily happenings, you can always follow us on our socials, Twitter /X, and Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. That said, let me go over the stream schedule we have planned for for this upcoming week. We only have a few streams planned, as this will be Christmas week, so getting some last minute holiday preparations as well as Christmas itself. Pretty sure I'm gonna be busy for a good amount of the week. But yeah, either way though, tomorrow / later today on both YouTube and Twitch, we'll be continuing our journey through Pokemon Legends ZA. After that, taking a breather all the way until Friday at about this time, which exclusively on Twitch, we will be starting up our journey on Kirby Air Riders. I feel like I've been promising that for a few weeks now, so hopefully we'll be able to actually get that started before 2026. But yeah, we'll see if we can get that started on Friday. And then last but not least, on Saturday at roughly about this time on both YouTube and Twitch, we'll be right back here in Pokemon Go Battle League to take on the Holiday Cup once again, but this time in the Ultra League format. So yeah, 3 streams planned for the week. Tomorrow / later today on both YouTube and Twitch is Pokemon Legends ZA. Friday exclusively on Twitch is Kirby Air Riders, and then Saturday on both YouTube and Twitch will be Pokemon Go Battle League once again to take on the Ultra League version of the Holiday Cup. But yeah, with all that said, once again, that pretty much does it for the stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.